British Humanist Association itself started as the Union of Ethical Societies in the late 19th century. In 1896 it was founded. That organisation changed its name to the Ethical Union, and then in the 1960s to the British Humanist Association. Now, the Union of Ethical Societies in the late 19th century was a coming together of local groups that had sprung up throughout the second half of the 19th century. Local groups of people who met together, who were non-religious, but who met together for fellowship, to take social action, so for the improvement of the condition of workers, or for other sorts of international aid, for example, other sorts of social action, and to feel in some sort of community, and to promote the idea that ethics, that moral behaviour and moral discussion and moral discourse could be and should be held outside a religious framework. Those ethical societies that used to own buildings, have premises, for example, the West London Ethical Church or the South Place Ethical Society's chapel in South Place near Liverpool Street Station, are mostly gone today. There are only two buildings that remain: Conway Hall in London's Red Lion Square, and in Leicester, the Leicester Secular Hall, where 19th century rationalists from the Midlands such as George Eliot would often go to hear humanist speakers of the day. When they came together, those local organisations, into the National Union of Ethical Societies, it was with the aim of establishing a national organisation that would promote non-religious ethics, that would promote the view that to look at the world and life and to think about human existence in secular and rational and ethical terms was a great improvement on the previous ages of faith. That was what sustained those organisations and that movement really through the early 20th century to the 1950s and 60s. And then there was a new wave internationally, as well as in Britain, of organisations who crystallised around the idea of humanism, so a bringing together of the whole really of the Western and Eastern liberal rational tradition under this new conceptual banner of humanist. And that's where the British Humanist Association got its name at that period. And in the 50s and 60s, the International Humanist and Ethical Union was set up, and humanist organisations blossomed all around the world.